it's me again. Okay, so you guys have made your ways to Barovia. The village of Barovia. Here. Don't worry about that. So you guys have made it to the village of Barovia. From last time we said. You made it to the large east gate. Which you can see in the map handouts. Large east gate. So
Am
let's.
I on the wrong map then?
No, you should be on Foundry.
All I see is forest.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
we're in Barovia.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you guys are in the village of Barovia, which is this. So if you can see, very, very tiny on the very eastern side of the map. Here is your little party token. I have no idea why it's so small, but it is.
Teeny tiny little ant.
So yeah, welcome to the village of Barovia. You've passed through the large eastern gate, and what may you do?
That's a good question.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't know.
I
You've just
wanna-
arrived in the city. You could
Like,
explore.
Conceptually, what is our goal right now?
Well,
Figure
Is
out
it
what's
daytime or is
happening.
it nighttime?
it's like middle of the day. It's like midday, I would say.
So, is there anything specific we can see about the 6 buildings that were nearby?
Red.
There's an Alistar. For the 6 buildings, nothing you can see so far. I mean, you can make perception checks if you want to try and perceive things. Totally fine.
What's
I was gonna-
up?
What's up?
Fred, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
You're just in time.
How you guys doing? Yeah, sorry for interrupting things.
No?
Just got started.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Dandy.
Alrighty, just getting my set up.
So no. Yeah, if you want to roll perception check, Liz, or anyone to...
Can I get a vibe check? I don't know if that's perception or insight or what you want to give me, but like, how scary is this town?
Well, the town seems very... In truth, the town seems very, like, dead right now. It's not lively like a normal town. I don't know where my roll is.
But is it just like a spooky, not lively, or is it like
no, it's more like empty.
just quiet?
Just quiet, very quiet.
Okay.
Ooh, what's going on?
You guys are just entering the town of Barovia. So what's going
We're
on?
in Barovia?
Well, the village of Barovia. Yes.
Wait, why is that name important? What's this module called again?
Curse of Strahd.
The Curse of Strahd.
Where did I hear Barovia? Oh wait, it's Barovia.
The whole
So-
region is Barovia.
The whole region is called Barovia. The village, this particular village, just named itself after the whole region. It's being special. Don't worry about it.
Alrighty.
So I rolled a 21.
On perception?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Is
so...
this creepy or what?
Say again? So with that 21, it's very quiet. Far too quiet. In the distance, you can hear... let me go find it. In the distance, you can hear a moaning sob float through the still gray streets, coloring your thoughts with sadness. The sound flows from the northernmost direction. It sounds fairly close, but you can't tell more than that. But besides that, the streets are very still, and there's like no one on the streets, nothing going on, and it's middle of the day, so you'd think that like, people would be out and about at this point, but no one's out right now.
No one's out. Interesting. So do these first few buildings, do they look like residents or Or do they look like businesses?
Um, so let me go. Well, most of the buildings appear to be residential style. There are a few further down the road, like where I'll let me go ping it. There are further down the road, like that you can tell are probably down here are probably more commercial in their aspects. But besides that, most of the village near you looks residential.
Okay, we're gonna walk past the residential. I think these first 6 buildings.
Okay, and as
Yeah,
you
walk
do,
more in the center of town.
the moaning sob dies down slightly.
Oh, which building has the moaning sob?
And
Yeah, when we get to
you could.
this intersection here, where's the moaning sob?
It's coming from the northern direction. At first, it was northwestern, but now it's northern.
Do
It's
we want
down.
to investigate that, or should we go more into the center of town?
If you want to
Okay,
roll,
for that.
if you want to roll a perception check to see if you can determine which house may have this sound coming from, you can.
19.
Okay, so at the end of the street, you see a dark two-story townhouse, and you can, if you're clever little ears, you can determine faintly that it probably is coming from that house.
So I'm
Coming
looking.
from coming
I'm
from
looking
which house?
This one down
Uh,
here, this guy.
Yeah, so the party, I was like, it's that house down there. Do we want to snoop, or do we care? Or it's a little weird.
Shalom.
What does
Oh.
the faint sobbing sound like?
Like crying, sobbing. What else does sobbing sound like?
If you hear it down the street, they're
Is it
bawling
like-
their eyes out.
Is it like,
They're-
does it sound like a
Can
man or
I-
like a woman?
Oh, okay, it sounds more feminine in nature.
Are there any townspeople outside that I can go and like
No,
a
it
child and
is-
that I could go and like.
The streets are dead. They're for the time of day it currently is. You'd expect people to be
Okay.
out and about, or hell, even investigating the sound, but there is nothing. They're still
So it's like
silent.
So it's like a ghost town, pretty much.
Are there guards in the front gate at least?
There were a few people in the gatehouse. Yeah, but besides that, that's about
they
it.
didn't-
That's all
they
you saw.
react to us walking into town.
No, they say nothing. They keep to themselves. Their eyes
Good nerve.
shifting, nervously, and more like seeing what kind of business you may entail in this town. If they may have to deal with you, I guess you could say. But they don't necessarily interact with you. They don't say anything to you.
All right. Quick question out of the game. What's the name of the website that the maps are on?
Found a forge.
My Discord
Go to
forge.
go to the. I was gonna say go to the
Here.
Cursor Shop general chat.
I'm
No,
going
it's
to-
that Discord isn't working on my laptop for some reason, so I have to actually confirm.
So if you look in the general chat, whenever you can, Brad, I just typed the word game with a reply. If you click that, it'll bring you to the link up there.
Yeah, the thing is that Discord isn't working in my computer, so I have to type it into Google.
Oh. Okay, it's called the Forge then.
Copy. Just copy paste the link.
Their Discord isn't working.
Like the one in my laptop.
Can you look at Discord on your phone?
Yes.
So if you look on your phone in Discord, in the general chat at Curse of Stradh, I just put the word game to a reply. If you clicked on your phone, it'll bring you to a link. You could just write that link down. I know it's long, but that's the link to get in. If that works.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so are you guys going to, I don't know, investigate? Go to the sound center? What are you guys going to do?
Let's check the sound. It might be a ghost. I like ghosts.
A kind. Investigating if it is a woman who is being mistreated, that definitely will be cause for investigation. But I am also very, very weirded out by the fact there's no people here and the now random sobbing.
Yeah, let's follow. Sorry, I got distracted.
So can you mark the map where that sobbing is coming from?
It's this. Yeah, it's the very end of that. It's the very end. That townhouse at the very end. Here, I'll move your token. It's right there. Right in front of where the party token's sitting.
And all the rest of it was residential as we walked
Yeah,
past?
you could check and see if you could like determine if there's someone living inside. You assume there are,
I'll be
but
right.
aren't. You aren't 100%. So if you want to like,
I'm still very weirded out by this.
if you want to roll a
I
perception check
say-
into one or two of the houses, like the one to the left or to the right of it, you could like here, or hell even here. You could roll. See what you come up with.
Well, I'd say we let them sort their own business out. That's just
Alright.
kind of my that's my it's just my opinion on it though. I'd say we let them sort their own business out and continue trying to find a person we can talk to.
Okay, so you guys.
Yeah, I'm not into knocking on the door and saying, "Hey, why are you crying?" That seems a little invasive to me also.
I'm just weirded out by the fact there's
I mean, I will point out the door is slightly ajar, which is why the sound is so prominent. I would say.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead because Alistair's curious. So I'm just gonna go ahead, tie a black string around my hand, and remove my hand, and send out my little spider to go out and look in there.
Okay.
Can I also send my frog?
Can your frog do it? I mean, yes. The question: can your frog literally do anything?
You
It-
have a
it-
frog?
Yeah, I find
He has
familiar.
He's a frog. Yeah.
Oh, then he can look through the frog
Yeah.
eyes, just like I
Oh
can see
yeah,
through
that's fair enough. Yeah,
my
yeah,
spider.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. I mean, yeah. So I guess you send in the spider and the frog sent in.
Mm-hmm. And
So
the funny thing, I said it really quickly, but I literally have to sever my hand to do this spell.
I just have a
Oh.
frog sitting on my head at all times that I just take off and put on the ground and pat it on the head, and he starts hopping off.
okay, this is
Wait,
off.
He's
so
very
do you not tell-
round.
Wait,
So-
do you not tell him what direction to go in, or?
No, I can speak with him telepathically.
Oh,
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. Okay, so
It's like a magic frog.
yeah. Um. No, update.
All right, so what do me and frog see?
So in the corner of this, you can see this. You can see this woman sitting on her hunched on the floorboards. What appears to be something clutched in her hands at this distance. From what you can tell, especially at this distance, you can't necessarily tell what the hell it is necessarily too well. If you got closer, maybe you could tell what it is.
I will be
There,
closer.
I'm gonna go ahead and go up the ceiling, and then I'm gonna do the stream thing where I just go down and get closer.
So you can see this woman. She's hunched on the floorboards, a ragged doll clutched tightly to her chest. Her eyes are red and swollen, fixed on some unseen point in the middle distance. Her hair, probably once a vibrant auburn, is now a tangled mess streaked with gray. She wears a faded, once fine dress, now stained and torn, and she rocks back and forth, a low, almost animalistic moan escaping her lips.
Does
That-
anything look wrong with her physically?
I mean, no. Nothing out of the ordinary, I would say.
I had the frog walk up to her and ribbit.
She pays no heed to the frog that has now walked up to her and ribbited.
Hmm.
Can I do an insight check? Like, what's going on?
I mean, I don't know if the spider can insight check. Can the spider insight check?
I can
Well,
insight
I'm
check
looking
through the
through its
eyes
eyes.
of the frog.
I
Do you
mean,
see through the spider, or is yours different?
Because we're not using the spider's mind. Yes, I'm on the phone.
yeah, you can do it. I'm fine with it.
I can. Oh, did you say yes? Lego. My
I
bad.
mean, I don't clearly understand what is necessarily happening. You're trying to insight check through the eyes of a spider. Is what I'm understanding.
Yes. So what insight is looking at social cues on the person, the way their body are, their stuff is. So it's purely visual and sound based.
I
And
mean,
so since
you
we're
can.
looking
I
through
won't
the
make you
eyes,
roll, but you can tell that she's obviously distraught about something, but what that something might be, the only true way to figure that out would probably be to honestly ask.
I am going to turn and ask Gags. What do you see in there?
Lego. I
Yes.
remember we had a conversation about my spider cell and how it was like objectively worse than find familiar.
Yes.
And I believe we had a conversation about I can cast minor illusion through my spider, right?
I don't think we talked about that, and I don't. I don't think that would be necessarily the most justifiable thing, especially since like the spider isn't like I could see it for like a druid's wild shape, but for a spider, I don't necessarily know. I'd have to think about that later on.
All right.
But for now,
I thought we did. I must have imagined it.
I don't think we did talk about that.
Alrighty. Then I'm just gonna tell the group what I see.
I was gonna ask
It's
Gags,
just-
what do you see in there? But okay.
It's just a lady just staring at the wall crying. Is that she's staring at the wall, right? You said
She's staring.
at a-
Well, she's not necessarily staring at the wall. She just like has this like distant stare in which she's staring at something. The wall is what you can determine from where her stare is pointing, but it doesn't necessarily like she's most focused on that wall. It's just this like distant stare,
Yeah, it's just some lady staring off at nothing.
rocking back and
I
forth and crying. Yeah, that's about all you see.
Can I'm just gonna say, at a game, I feel like this has some importance, but without metagaming, this just feels like something private to the woman.
I mean,
Yeah, it's like how nosy do you want to be?
the door
Like,
is ajar. The door is ajar. You don't. It's not like the door is closed. The door is ajar, and I mean, yeah, you can be nosy if you want.
Like a Pokemon game where you walk in their house, they give you a free item.
Okay, Chief, this is Peruvian, not Emerald
Unova?
City.
Gags, would that free item happen to have been acquired somehow?
Hey, I'm Father
Hang
Mary.
on, you guys. I have to go check the door.
No worries. I mean, from your guys' current position, there's no one outside. No one's coming to investigate this woman. There are no guards to investigate this woman. They're coming to investigate this woman. She's currently sitting, with her door slightly ajar, crying, rocking, staring off into the distance, and no one is caring.
Oh, I'm so not prepared, and I wish I were.
Like, even the neighbors, which you assume there are neighbors, but you haven't checked if there are actually neighbors. You haven't knocked, you haven't done anything. Hell, even the neighbors who are like next door don't even care. Again, you could go knock
This seems like
on the door
I'm-
next to them.
I'm going to go reluctantly knock on the front door.
Of the woman's house or the neighbor's house?
The woman's house.
Just
I
had
mean,
my socks stirred up by Girl Scout cookies.
Nice.
so you you knock on the door, but the door, as you knock, the door just swing open a little further, but it doesn't necessarily elicit any response from her necessarily.
Okay, I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm gonna
What-
keep an eye on her and update as if she reacts to anything we do.
I'm
Mother
going
Marius
to.
is going to go up to her and say, there, my child. What's wrong?
I was gonna.
My child.
I'm gonna,
Okay, so
I'm
Is it
gonna.
your child?
no, it's a fully grown woman. Like she's probably in her mid-60s, early 70s.
Well, he's still going to use the priest to child thing going, priest to,
Yeah, that's
No, it's
yeah.
a pretty normal
blue.
thing.
And I assume you're speaking
Yeah, it's in the
to
blue.
them in a more gentle manner with concern. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say. I'm gonna put one arm on the door frame, and I'm going to slowly open the door, and say through the opening in the door. Uh, Madam, are you all right?
I assume is this also in the same gentle sort of manner?
Gent,
Yes.
in normal.
Like gentle,
normal-
slightly concerned tone of voice and not like demanding a question.
Normal, like normal concerned tone of voice.
Okay, so she will reply with the words of Gertrude, gone. And then she hugs the dog closer. My little Gertrude. And then she trails off in her own lost road. But
And I take it she's hugging this dog?
yeah, she is hugging. When you asked, her statement, and then she hugged it all even closer, and then finished with my little Gertrude, and then trailed off from there.
How dead is the dog? Can we tell?
Hold on. I said doll, not dog. There is no dead dog in the
Oh,
scenario.
I'm sorry. I thought you said
D-O-L-L.
dog.
No. Doll. DOLL, not DOG. That would get depressing
Got it.
very quickly. Oh my.
Revivify.
I'm
Boom.
going to. I'm going to turn to Father Marius and say, I believe she may have lost a child.
I think you might be right.
Are you going to? I mean, you could always ask her this question.
I'm going to turn away from Father Marius and lean into the doorway and ask her, Madam, who may have taken this person?
So you say this, and she will reply with hidden. Actually, hold on. Let me. Oh fuck! This turned off. Give me a second.
Well, I guess a more appropriate one would be. What was her name? Gertrude? Was it?
Yes.
Yeah. More appropriate one would be. I would ask her, Madam, who has taken this Gertrude you've mentioned?
So you're asking who is this Gertrude to her? Or who has taken Gertrude?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to spell it right. So she will. So remaining hunched on the floor, still clutching the O, even with the. Oh wait, hold on. I screwed up. Hold on. I mistyped my question and then I got it. So the woman, red rimmed with clouds of grief flickering towards the speaker, she blinks slowly as if trying to bring them into focus. Her grip on the doll tightens, her knuckles white. She whispers more to herself than to the party. Who? Who has taken? Who took her? She shakes her head, a strand of hair falling across her face. She doesn't seem to understand the question. Her mind lost, probably in a fog of despair. She looks down at the doll, stroking its matted hair. Its matted hair. They always take the pretty ones. Her voice is barely audible. The sounds of breath, the shadows, the whispers, her name. They whisper her name. She pauses, her breath becoming ragged. She seems to struggle to form the words. Her thoughts, probably fragmented and disjointed. A man, a tall man, dark. She gestures vaguely with her free hand, a fluttering, uncertain moment. Eyes like burning coal. He smiles at her. A shudder runs through her body. Promise her. The words lie. Gertrude, come home. Mama's here. Safe. Always safe. And then she retreats back into her own world, oblivious to own world, incoherent, getting more incoherent. So, yeah.
Father Marius would like to go ahead and check the rest of the house to see if there's anyone in it, a person, a presence, or anything of that sort.
Okay.
And I want to secure the front door as we leave so that she's at least got the facade or the of some kind of safety and security within her own home.
Okay, so you quietly go through the rest of the house, and there's no one here. There looks like there once was someone here, but they're no longer here. It looks like, and you can tell from the upstairs. They're upstairs in the second floor. There's a bedroom, lock on the outside of the door, and the door is open. Obviously, going into that room, you could see that there was a window, boarded a window, and you can tell that the boards that board up this window are broken, facing outwards, not inwards, meaning that something from inside this room broke out of the room.
What? Wait.
I just feel like mentioning this. I volunteer to stand outside by the front door.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Gags is not going out. Gags has been on the front porch looking in from the front porch.
Alistair, have you followed Father Marius, and are you asking these same confused questions? I'm thinking these same.
The frog's in there in my stead.
Of course, I follow Marius everywhere. But wait, okay. So I apologize first thing. I got called to help my little sister make some candy while you were talking about a lot of things, so I paid half attention.
No worries.
Are you saying that it looked like there was something in this room?
It looks like someone was in this room, and then
it broke out.
They broke out. It looks like they broke out. And according to this woman, which you haven't even got her name, according to this woman, the shadows whispered her name, and you could assume by her name, she's probably referring to Gertrude.
That's what she called Gertrude, right?
Yeah. Her. Anytime she referred to her, she probably was referring to this Gertrude. But you don't know what sense of familiarity lies between this woman and Gertrude. You can't tell that. You haven't asked that question necessarily. So.
I don't know. Who's Gertrude?
So you're asking her.
On the back of the house.
You're asking what relationship Is Gertrude to her?
Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm feeling very concerned because the details
gonna,
are weird.
she
I was gonna
will,
say,
whispering in a low, hoarse voice, mine. She looks at the doll, then back at the party with Gertrude, my Gertrude, my little bird. Mama's little girl, she murmurs, her voice thick with emotion, kept her safe, hidden away from the shadows, from the bad men. But she flew away.
I think Gertrude broke out of the upstairs window.
She looks at the party again, her eyes filled with desperate hope and a fragile plea. Find her. Bring her back, please. She's all I have. She clutches the doll tighter, her body shaking with suppressed sobs. My Gertrude. And then she's just bawling again. It probably will be pretty hard to get
So I'm
her
gonna,
to speak.
oh, it's hard to get her attention.
She's probably at this point too distraught. If you had a spell, that might do it, but I don't think anyone has a spell like that.
I
I
have a
checked.
spell.
Oh,
I have a spell, but I don't know if it's gonna make it better.
You
what?
have calm emotions.
No, I have Phantasmal Force, and I can make her see Gertrude.
Oh no, I don't know if
Wow.
that's a good
No,
idea.
You're going to make sure to see. Okay, out of character really quick. I don't know if anyone read it. Has anyone here taken the spell book by the chance?
I do have the cell book and I have looked through it. It has a yellow leather cover and it has 2 wizard spells, Disguise Self and Dark Vision.
It has a disguise self, identify. It has all the spells that are listed there. I don't know if anyone read it, but for any spellcaster here, if you take the book, you can use it as part of your repertoire. Like you have access to these spells.
So who has
I don't
who's a
know.
wizard?
Well, you don't need to. No, no.
I will take it. I have most of these spells.
Yeah, it doesn't. You aren't required to be a wizard. The little home special
Okay.
rules. You aren't required to be a wizard. The bard could take it. You could take it, Father Marius, and have access to these.
I don't need like identify and hold person are like the only spells that I would want out of this.
I don't think
If someone
anyone
else
realized that, so I just wanted to break that up.
Yeah, because I think
I would
rules is written
love.
only wizards can use the book, but
But I was like, wait on wizards, so I'm going to give it to everyone.
absolutely-
You would like it?
I would absolutely love that spell book. I was already gonna say it, but I was gonna wait until after session
Okay.
because I was gonna use it as one of my spirit focuses. But knowing that, I want it more.
Knowing that you can use the spells in the spell book, you know, like I really want the spell book.
Yeah, because
like-
I already wanted it because of the spirit focus mechanic that we have.
Okay.
But now yeah.
Okay, so
I have disguise
can add it
self
to my
already.
play.
I have mage armor built in.
so
I have dark vision because I have dark vision, and I have invisibility already. So that's like half of the spells that would be pointless for me.
so I assume you guys. So hearing her pleas, what are your guys' plans?
So
Right.
Bread Sugar's gonna get the spell book.
Yeah, well, I'll give it to her after session. I'll add it to her inventory after session.
Okay.
Does it have calm emotions? Good
No, it does
question.
not. Yeah, it does not, unfortunately. Just, I didn't think
But
anyone
yeah.
read that part, but yeah.
There was like the weird messed up idea of giving her the vision
Yeah,
of
you want to
Gertrude
give her,
in her
you
head.
want to give her illusions of a ghost of this Gertrude. Mind you, you don't even know what Gertrude looks like. So,
Oh, that's fair. Well, that's fair. Okay, but yeah, it was just like it was something that we could do, not something I felt like it was necessary. But we can help this woman. I wonder who's snatching up people. Though.
well, I will say, according to the woman, the shadows are taking the pretty ones.
Yes.
So maybe that means it's some sort of spirity. I forget the word. What's not normal?
Spectral.
Oh, wait a second.
Kind of, yeah. I just meant when it's like
Oh, wait a second. I'm making this way too difficult. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I got so excited.
no, you're
What
good.
were you
Think of
saying?
the word I wanted to say, anyways.
I'm gonna use my whispered locket.
What's your whisper locket
Um,
do again?
I mean, lets me talk to spirits in the area, and lets me ask 3 questions.
I mean, you can try. Yeah, I don't know. I will point out before you continue this, right? Just based off of the vibes of this town right now, it being dead, it being quiet, being very isolated, everyone being very isolated, you can do it, but I don't know how much of the spirits will be very helpful. Just based on the vibes of this town, and like, you can probably ask the spirits of this town, but will they know everything? Maybe. Who knows?
I'm gonna ask the group.
I'd say
I mean,
we
you haven't
keep-
explored the
I'd
rest
say-
of the town yet, so you could also do that.
I'd say we keep Gertrude in mind, but
All right.
we move on.
I think that's I'm not even talking like Alistair. The bones of Plasti is supposed to be like a. I would say that is a fair assessment. Um, I think we carry on. If there's if we find no results to this question later, and we're curious, I could ask the spirits in the area, but I don't know. It feels off in this town.
I think we need more context to understand what's happening here.
Mhm. So, I mean, you could always
do-
continue traveling and further into this town, seeing what's
I shall
alive.
Okay,
put the frog back in my head.
Father Marius is going to make a gesture. It's from his heart. It's probably misguided. But
Oh.
he's going to take that cloak that we found in the death house
You're gonna
and
take.
he's going to drape it around the woman's shoulders and comfort her to some small measure before we move on and lock the door behind ourselves
Okay.
as we leave.
So what I'm hearing, just to point out, you're going to give the +1, the cloak of protection, the thing that gives you +1 AC, and you're going to put it on the
Yep,
woman.
nobody wanted it.
I don't remember.
Oh,
I don't
wait.
remember.
I could.
Ooh, that's a good item.
I'll just say
Yeah,
you put a
alright, I'll take
normal.
that.
I'll put a normal cloak on her, and we won't sacrifice the cloak of protection, which is a pretty useful item actually.
Yeah, let me Google search that because I don't
It gives
have good ways.
cloak 1 of protection gives +1 to AC and does not count as armor. So
Yeah,
Okay.
I kind of need that since I can't wear armor. So
like a ring
I would
of-
like to have
taking
that.
it. You Gags is taking it?
yeah.
If no one has any objection, I'll put it right there.
Oh, I
Okay.
just realized that Gags took the most expensive necklace.
Oh, that's crazy. I mean, someone else wants to try
Yeah, you
for it, they
did.
go ahead, but Gags knows what he wants.
Okay,
Father
so
Marius
I'm not-
is gonna Father Marius is gonna belt that silver short sword.
okay, so
I am not challenging Gags for the most expensive item because if he really wants to, he could just take it from me and I wouldn't notice.
okay, so I assume you guys are wanting to venture further into town, probably.
Yes.
Just before we leave, I'm gonna say to Father Marius, what did you see in the house?
It was just an ordinary house as far as I know, and when we got up to the second deck, there was a door that was locked, but then it had been opened, and whatever was inside the room broke out of the room through the windows.
So, wait. So not something broke into the room. Something broke out of
Yep.
the room.
Correct.
I feel like some sort of spirit, spooky ghost thing possessed her daughter and took her.
Well, I'll rehearse this. She said that
I-
they always take the pretty ones, the shadows. They whisper her name,
Yeah. The shadows being the spooky ghosts,
and then
whatever.
she also said, "A man, a tall, dark, eyes like burning coals. He smiles at her, promise her the world, lies." So she also said.
I
So
am very weirded out.
hey, welcome to Barovia.
So let me get this
Thinking
right.
about.
Let me get this right. So, a man, tall, dark man with dark coal-like eyes.
Eyes that burn like coal, so probably fiery red.
Or like a dark orange,
Yeah, one of those two colors, probably.
got into her house, took this Gertrude, and then broke out of the house
That's a safe assumption, probably, yeah.
and just vanished into the wind
Again, that's a safe
Nice one.
assumption, yeah.
without anyone else noticing.
Well,
So they
Chief,
might
have
have
you?
noticed, but I don't know if they
Well,
could do anything about it.
From her,
Well, I don't even
I
think.
mean-
Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
So this is like, so Alistair's like talking to that group, and he's saying, um, so this is kind of like what's odd. And I'm sure most of you guys are thinking the same thing. There was no signs of break in. There was just signs of break out. What does
Yeah.
that mean? How does that? Was she like? If it was signs of break out, was she being kept in there? Like Alistair's just gonna toss in
well,
some theory.
door.
I can tell you. I will tell you. Hold on. Let me get this back up. And according to the woman, which again, I just love saying the fact that you have not asked her name, which is kind of funny. But according to the woman, um, she was keeping her safe, hidden away from the shadows, from the bad men. But then she flew away. She flew away.
She flew away.
I thought something like the
I'm-
shadows were whispering her name, though. I thought that was implying that she was like maybe possessed or something, or influenced.
Brett Sugar has a theory.
That's a. I mean,
Brett Sugar has a theory that she was turned into a vampire, but and flew away as a bat. But
Hey,
Alistair doesn't have that theory.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, out of character. That's a good theory. Yeah.
Out of character, real quick. For some reason, my Forge apparently just lost connection to the server.
Oh, that's always lovely.
What would that mean in character, though?
Well, I mean, it can only be in character if under the conditions of Alistar knows the vampires can do such vampire things, in which roll a history check and see, or the Alistar has had this similar effect happen to him once before, which according to the backstory,
I did have a similar thing happen to me.
no, you got charmed by a necromancer, if I remember right.
God,
Yeah.
before the might of the lore, the server trembles.
I mean,
Can I do an Arcana check? I'm proficient with Arcana.
it's more of a history check.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let me just roll it and see how it is. Can I just to ensure this? I'm gonna use knowledge of a past life and add. I got an 18. Do you think I need to use knowledge of a past life?
I mean,
Or
from the knowledge, I wouldn't say so. From the knowledge you've acquired over the time being here, you do know that, and this place, and them talking in the shadows and the whispers, and it being spooky, you can say that probably. I mean, you haven't asked necessarily, but there are some things that can naturally like lure people out. Vampires have this alluring effect in which they can charm people, though they have their own special conditions. There are other creatures that can do it, but you haven't necessarily figured it out yet. Who or what specifically? There are creatures that can possess and or lure people out of their homes and make them do things that they necessarily wouldn't do. This I would say, yeah.
So Alistair is going to say in character, I'm gonna exclude the vampire part. Is it possible that she was potentially enraptured or transformed into something? The mom tried to keep her and she broke out?
It, hmm, it is a very slim chance, but it is a possibility nonetheless.
Yes, it's super specific.
It is
Um,
it is very specific.
I mean, yeah, I can't say anymore. Actually, never mind.
But
I keep
even
thinking about those red eyes that she spoke of, though. That's what, like, she keeps speaking of that man. I wonder what
well,
man she was talking about.
if like she said that they were coal burning eyes, which isn't very descriptive because that means it could be a dark, a big, like a dark-ish red, or it could be a dark orange.
Yeah, but what has eyes? Like when I think, we're walking and talking. By the way, Lego.
Okay.
Right? We're walking and
I
talking.
mean, yeah, you can drag your token wherever the heck you want.
I don't know where we are. This is the group token.
Yep.
Yep.
Can I drag it? Are you guys?
Yeah,
okay
you.
with doing
Everyone
that?
has permission to drag it.
All right. You just tell us if something.
Well,
if something
hold on,
interesting
yeah.
to do.
Yeah, give me a second.
Question: Are we walking on? Are we walking on like? Is it stone?
Yeah, it's a stone path.
Okay. Right. Is
Almost
it?
done.
I mean, is it a maintained stone path, or is it like shattered with dirt in the middle of it?
It's not like well made. Not like. It's definitely not like. Baldur's
not
Gate or
well-made.
those like proper modern maintained cities. It's well worn. It does not look like it's properly cleaned all the time.
It's what?
I,
Okay.
But
So it has worn down stones, but it's still stone nonetheless.
yep, yeah. So as you guys come to the center of the town, got it? Or what you can only think is the center of the town. To the south, or what would be your left, you can see this building, this building that hunches like a weird traveler. Its windows veiled with heavy dust-laden curtains that strangle what little light dares to peep through. A weathered wooden sign hangs crooked above the door, its faded letters barely whispering, Bildrath's Mercantile. The entire structure seems to sigh with age and neglect. If you were to care, the building is about 70 feet long and about 40 feet wide, doing little to dispel the air of claustrophobia. Probably inside.
Which building would that
is
be on
this
the
a
left?
shop?
Potentially. It's this one down here. It's this guy.
Is this a shop? Does it look like a shop?
It looks, well, judging by the sign of Bildrath's Mercantile, it probably is some sort of merchant style shop.
Oh, okay. I had no idea what mercantile was, but
You want me to
some
give you
sort of
the
civilization.
to answer your question, a mercantile is a place relating to merchants, trade, or commerce. Typically, that's what the word mercantile typically means. So
I'm gonna use that word in my campaign then. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Alright.
So yeah,
Hey, some sign of shops are open. Shops are supposed to be more welcoming than what is it? Walking into people's houses.
so as I will say, the door is like over. Oops, the door is like you can see a sign. Wooden sign is here, right? But it looks like the door is probably further along, like Probably over more on this side of the building.
Recon.
I also will say there is a tavern that you passed by behind you. We're going to the mercantile first, which is fine. You can go to a shop and see what's inside.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go see some culture in this strange haunted land.
I was gonna say, of course the loot goblin wants to go into a shop.
I think my keyboard died. Damn. Okay, hold on. So, as you enter, a wiry man with particular scowl and eyes that gleam like avarice. You could probably tell this is probably the shop owner. And he leans against the counter, greasy rag dangling from his hand. He eyes you with suspicion, his voice a low growl. And he says, well, what brings you to my humble establishment? Looking for supplies, are you? Don't expect any handouts here. I got what you need, and everything comes at a price. And don't think you can haggle with old Bill Drath. My prices are set in stone, 10 times what you'd find anywhere else. But that's the price when you pay for quality, or at least that's what I tell myself now. What'll it be? Don't waste my time with your penny pinching. I've got better things to do than listen to your whining. And he'll then gesture vaguely towards the cultured shelves where a motley assortment of adventuring gear is haphazardly displayed. He watches you. Hold on. Okay. He watches you with narrow eyes, ready to pounce at any sign of indecision. Just remember, I only stock the essentials, nothing fancy. And if you break it, you buy it. So choose wisely and let's make this quick. I haven't got all day. So, yeah.
What does he have?
So looking around the shelves, you could see backpacks. You could see literally pretty much all the adventuring gear. Backpacks, bedrolls, lamps, mess kits, pretty much anything you'd find in like an adventuring shop. You have some arrows and bolts, some toolkits like climbing and hunting traps, other things like chains or locks, basic poisons. Nothing really expensive, as you can tell here, but you also do know that he is not one to haggle. And he says his prices are 10 times what you'd find anywhere else. And that's probably due to the fact that it's such an isolated place. So, not really. It's more like an adventuring gear. If you want to stock up on a few knickknacks here and there, then yeah, you could do that. But there isn't much here besides adventuring gear.
I'm going to. I'll walk back towards the door and wait for the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Let's see. Trying to figure out. I feel like Alistair would buy something, but Bread Sugar doesn't know what to buy. I'm thinking of like maybe. Does he have alchemist supplies?
From what you can see, it does not appear that way. This is more like if you're asking like in particular like alchemical ingredients. No, he would not have any of those.
What supplies? Okay, you know how there's like crafting stuff, right? What specific stuff that's good for crafting does he have?
I would say he doesn't have much. He doesn't really have anything for crafting. It's more of the things that you would find in like a shop built for adventurers. So if like you're going on a backpacking trip, you're going from A to B, it's those kinds of materials. More of like an apothecary in which would do more of those alchemical ingredients.
Got camping supplies.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically like a Bass Pro Shop essentially.
Minus the shotguns.
Yeah, minus the shotguns.
Sir. Apologies for disturbing your day. I have a question for you.
Oh, and what might this question be?
I'll make it worth your time. I'm gonna drop a silver. Um, we met a woman earlier in the day. Um, we are not from around here, like at all. So we're from really far away. What? Have you heard of some shadows, or like some man with eyes that are like what was it like fiery?
Eyes that burn like coal. And when you describe this, he goes from this impatient, like, demeanor to wary, just almost instantly. And he is rather nervous now. Almost as if something has spooked him, like, majorly. When you just start talking about this. And he'll say, "Oh, that woman, that's Mad Mary, and I don't know what man you're talking about. I have no idea what she's mad. She's crazy."
Inside check.
I mean, yeah, roll an insight check.
I am leaning. What's it?
Natural 20.
He is hiding. Yeah, when you started describing this man and the shadows and everything, he knows something, but he is spooked. Something is spooked him beyond levels of belief. It's you can't necessarily determine what is so scary about him, but whatever spooked him, he is not wanting to talk about it.
Interesting.
Like
I'm currently back first, arms crossed, leaning against the door. And when I hear him get concerned and what was it?
concerned and very spooked. I will say that he probably will not talk about whatever it is. There are a few other places you have noticed that seem to be open. There seems to be a tavern that is open across the street. You did notice, and that's about the only other place you saw open. But this dude is not. He would like to get down to business, and if you're not buying anything, then he would kindly let you tell you he will say that if you're not buying anything, then he kindly asks you to leave and not to ask him any more questions about such ridiculous things.
I'm going to look over at the presumably shop owner with a untrustworthy look.
He is not like where once was a man who would hold your stare and keep your eyes after asking this question. His eyes are darting all over the place. He is spooked beyond the levels of belief that you would realize when trying to talk about this. Something is going on here, and he's not willing to talk about it.
Maybe we go look for a drunk in the tavern who has got some loose lips.
If I offer him 2 silver, is that something possible?
No, he does not. He is not in the game of having information bought from him. He is that first question, and he is no more. He is all done with it. He does not want to know what the rest of your questions may entail.
What if I intimidated him? I was so scared to say that.
I don't think you'll. Okay, in truth, I don't think you'll be able to get any questions out of him. Because he is. You asked that first question, you described this figure, and he looks like he just wants to jump out the window, essentially. And it just.
Oh, like it's that bad.
Yeah, he is spooked beyond levels of belief. He even told you that the woman crying in the house is just crazy. She has no idea what what she's talking about. She's completely crazy. Which.
Okay.
So maybe the tavern might be somewhere you can get some more information, potentially. That's what I would say.
Okay. I'll just leave him a silver coin and say, well, I've learned what I needed.
But you aren't, and I assume you aren't going to buy anything, which is probably a good thing. Honestly, I will tell you. Good thing you didn't buy anything. because everything is 10 times what it normally would cost. So, yeah.
Mhm.
So for a good example of this is like one arrow would cost you about 24 silver pieces instead of 8. But no, it'd be 80 silver pieces instead of 8 silver pieces. So like, and he's not haggling here, so.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to. We're gonna get way more stuff adventuring than buying from this guy.
So
I'm just gonna go to Father Marius, and I'm just gonna tell him. Um, it looks like our mysterious red-eyed fella is known across town. This guy wasn't willing to tell me anything, but the look of his eyes said it all.
So I assume you probably are going to
Marius?
go somewhere else.
Yeah,
Tavern.
we're going to the inn, right?
The tavern. Okay. Yeah. Tavern's
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Tavern's this building here.
I'm just asking, like, are we in agreement of this? I don't want to push things around.
I want to push things around. We're going there, and everyone has got to agree. Yeah. Move us. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So so upon entering the tavern, right? So upon entering the tavern, open. Thank you. A heavy wooden door creaks open, revealing the dimly lit interior of a tavern. The wooden sign above the door you saw reads, "The Blood of the Vine," and the air is thick with the smell of stale ale, roast meats, and something vaguely earthy. Behind a scarred oak bar stands a man with a thick, gray beard that reaches his chest. His arms are corded with muscles, and his eyes, through a surprisingly warm brown, seem to have seen too much. He wipes down the bar with a rag. The movements practiced and that does say economical. Economical.
Yeah, he's not wasting any movements.
Thank
He's
you.
being very deliberate with his.
Yeah, he
movement.
glances up at you all, a flicker of something unreadable in his gaze. Well, now, he says, what brings the likes of you to the Blood of the Vine? Are you lost, are you? Or perhaps seeking something? He leans forward slightly, resting his elbows on the bar. The rag lies forgotten. Don't tell me. You've heard whispers of the unusual happenings around here. He raises a thick eyebrow, and a hint of a wry smile plays on his lips. Ale, wine, or something stronger to fortify your courage. Name your poison.
I'm going to immediately walk up to the bar stool and slam both my hands down against the
Are you doing this aggressively? Jesus.
I know.
somewhat.
The first nice person we found, and you're being mean to him.
Well, okay, let me reword that real quick. So I'm gonna walk up to the bar, cross both my arms, and lean forward and ask the bartender, I guess, or owner, how have you heard of our little doings?
He hasn't heard of your little doings. Well, actually, what do you imply?
How do you know of? Well, how do you know of this?
I think I'm unsure of the question.
He took a guess.
Okay, Okay, what do you
He
know?
he made a very educated guess.
So are you asking like? So when you said, "Are you lost or seeking something?" Is that what you're implying of how do you know those things?
Oh no, the shadows in the dark.
Yes.
Oh no! So with the wry smile on his face, he's like kind of like making a joke of it, but like he isn't trying to be too serious. I mean, you could insight check that expression if you wanted to, but he's seeming like he's making a joke out of it. Like he's heard the stories from Mad Mary apparently, and just making lightheartedness of it.
How much is the wine here? I asked.
Give me a minute.
Quickly, quick. Wine.
Oh,
Don't panic. Wine.
I'm trying to. Shut up.
it also,
Give me
yeah, okay,
wine.
so
Oh, hold on. I screwed up my question. Give me a second. I didn't specify what campaign what edition, so it just gave me 2.5 edition, and that's not what I want.
Got 2.5 wine.
2.5 prices.
Better or worse?
Worse. We have types of money here that I don't know the hell we're on about.
It's like reverse inflation.
Okay. So, let's see. Does he have
Quick tangent, but pricing regular everyday stuff in D&D is like such a headache because the economy is so wacky in this game.
yeah, you won't
Yeah, what
find
I try to do is just like a gold is $10 or $100 or something like that, and just
Okay, so wine. So he has many types of
Like,
wine, depending on what you want. Got it.
wine can be real expensive too. So
Actually, the prices in here are quite affordable, honestly, compared to the scam artist that is the guy across the street. I mean, so the types of wine he has, they're called the Red Dragon's Crush, Byzantine wine, and Barovian White. And I have a description for each. If you really want me to DM you a description of each, I will. Or I will tell you just a description of each and the price.
I just want the description for the Barovian White.
So-
that's the one I'm gonna get.
It's a light, crisp white wine with citrus undertones, refreshing and perfect for pairing with meals.
If only the player that played Alistair knew anything about alcohol and had drank it, I would say it tastes good. I'll go and how much does it cost?
It's 7 copper pieces for a glass.
Oh, deal.
Okay.
can Gags order the cheapest drink?
Let's see, what is the cheapest drink? The cheapest drink is called Barovian Ale. It's 3 copper pieces, and it's just your standard ale, slightly bitter with earthy undertones, popular among the locals.
I'll have that.
I will say the most expensive drink here is called Blood of the Vine, which is a type of wine. Well, that's about it. It's only 12. So yeah.
Ooh. 12 copper, you said?
Yeah, 12 copper.
I
mean-
wish if I did 3 copper and remove, it would do the change for me, but it doesn't.
No, if you remove 1 silver is 100 copper. So I mean, you just
Okay.
so just remove 1
Yeah.
silver, add 100 copper, voila.
Good. 1
I
silver,
think
10.
1 silver. Yeah.
Is
I
it
think 1
10?
silver is 10 copper.
Hold on.
Yep.
1
Let me D&D conversion. Let me go look. I swear it was. I might be wrong about this, and I might have just gave you. Oh yeah, it's 1. It's 1 to 10.
Beyond.
It's 1 is 10. Yeah, you are right.
Yeah. It's I see now. It's on D&D Beyond if you click on it.
Yeah. I misheard. It's okay.
Yeah.
1 silver
1
is
gold
10.
is
That's
100.
it. 1 gold is 100 copper. That's where my confusion
yeah,
came in.
because it's 10.
Okay. So 1. If you remove a silver, you get 10 copper. So like, the dragon's red, the blood of the vine is like 1 1/4 silver. Can't really do fourths of a silver, but whatever.
You know what? I'm gonna get that one.
So you're gonna get the last one, the 12 copper, which is a unique rich red wine with slightly metallic aftertaste, rumored to be the favored by the denizens of Barovia. I almost gave something away, and I had to quickly screech the brakes on my reading. That would have been funny.
Of course, I'm gonna buy that wine. It seems the most to my liking.
Okay, it's 12 copper. That's about it.
Like, give him the 12 copper.
Okay. And he'll give you a glass of it. Yeah. Let's see. So I'm on the wrong thing right here. So you could ask him, or you can look around the tavern as well. I will. Do you want a description of the tavern?
Yes, please.
Hold on. I think I just pulled. Oh, there it is. Where is it? Where is it? So the Blood of the Vine Tavern squats like a tired beast. Its 60-foot square frame hunched under the weight of neglect. The once vibrant colors of the painted sign have faded to a dull, rust-flecked. The hell is this word? Hold on. Okay, so it's orchard, which is an earthy pigment contained, it's like a yellowish orange kind of color.
So it's pronounced ochre.
Ochre, thank you. Ochre.
Welcome.
A closer look reveals the story etched in clumsy scratches, the N in vine violently crossed out and replaced with an F. What?
You
Hold
know,
on.
this reminds me of an auntie. I mean, Liz, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can like put both of our games together, like how we both run the games. But you know how like I constantly like go and I stop and I'm like, how do you pronounce this word? English speakers, can you help me?
So, continuing, the firelight, as you enter in, the firelight casts long dancing shadows that play tricks on your eyes and make the stains on the floorboards look disturbingly like dried pools of blood, especially near the scarred and gorged tables. Even the thick, uneven planks of the bar seem to have absorbed some dark hues over the years, hinting at countless spilled drinks or perhaps something darker. A sticky residue coats its surface, and a chipped tankard sits precariously near the edge. Its contents a murky, unsettling red. The air hangs heavy with a sense of decay, and the silence broken only by the crackling fire and the low murmurs of some figures huddling in a shattered corner. Feelings oppressive, pregnant with unspoken stories, and perhaps lingering with echoes of violence. Yeah.
I go to the tavern and I'm just like, it's so nice and homey in here. We're new to town. What can you tell us about this place? We are definitely lost.
My keyboard is not. Wait, what? Hold on. There it goes. Are you going to ask for his name? I assume. Well, he'll ask for your name. Let me rephrase that. He'll ask for your name.
Oh, he's gonna ask my name. Okay. Because here's like the thing. Like when I go to like a fast food place, I don't ask the person in the front their name.
Well, this isn't a fast food place. This is a
bar.
bar.
Yeah.
There's an atmospheric difference between your local McDonald's, and a bar.
Well,
Like a nice, up and well-established bar. Yeah, fair enough. I do note this. I would just like.
Then I'll ask him his name. If that's I'll ask him his name first.
Okay, so he will reply with his name is Eric Lawrence, and he will then reply kindly, "What are your guys' names?" Gesturing with a big burly hand to what can probably be the lot of you, the full 5 of you that are in here, and different sizes.
Oh, who, me?
Well, the party. He's asking what the
I'm
party's names
Blackwood.
are.
Oh, yeah. I'm Alistair Blackwood. You've probably heard of me in my famous plays.
He'll just look at you with a confused, like, he'll tilt his head slightly, seeming he does not know who you are.
That's fair. What is he? Quick question.
He's a human. He's human.
He's a human. Is he old? Is he young? Is he?
Well, judging by the long gray beard that goes down to his chest, he's pretty old. probably in his
Alright.
early 60s, late 50s, and he's definitely seen and been in some things.
Alright. My name is Alistair Blackwood. I am a poet. Um, and you know, if it would get us a discount, I can perform for your inn. Um, and yeah, these are my allies. I will leave it up to them whether or not they choose to introduce themselves.
Gags looks to not be paying attention.
And that's fair.
Um, so, well, actually, I'll wait. Does anyone else introduce themselves, or is everyone keeping silent?
Father Marius is going to take a silver out
Okay.
of his coin pocket and slide it across to the barkeep and introduce himself as Father Marius and ask for any imported mug of ale
So,
that they have in the tavern.
so he'll give you back 6 copper pieces because it's very cheap, and he'll also hand you a mug of something called Byzantine brew, which is a unique concoction of herbs and spices that is often said to enhance luck.
Thank you kindly. And he's going to slide the 4 coppers back to the barkeep.
And are you asking for information? I assume you're buying information from him.
If you have information, I'm willing to listen. Wasn't necessarily going to buy anything.
Well, he'll think of that way, and if no one else is going to introduce themselves, is anyone else introducing themselves?
I am.
Okay.
Unless somebody gets Gag's attention, he's not paying attention.
Okay, so the Dragonborn introduces themselves, and
Father
Eric
Marius already has.
I am Valerian Sullivan.
and Eric, which mind you, it's not spelled how you think. It's Arik, not Erik, which is
Okay.
it's
Fancy.
yeah. Sighs, the sound like a wind whistling through broken glass. He sits down the rag and runs his hand through his beard, gazes drifting to the far corner of the tavern, where shadows seem to cling in the dim light. Rumors, stories, Barovia thrives in them. They're like fog, always swirling, always changing, but always hidden. Something nasty unearthed. Where to start? He taps his fingers on the bar as if trying to organize the chaos in his mind. Well, the most common one, the one even the children whispers about, Stradh, Count Stradh von Zarevich. He's everything here. The land, the castle, the fear, all his. They say he's ancient, that he's a creature of the night. Some say a vampire, though I've never seen one myself. Don't know if I'd want to either. He shivers slightly, a rare show of emotions. Then there's the stories of the burgomaster, Koloyan Irdovich. That name is really hard to pronounce. It's almost Russian in pronunciation. He's a good man, or was. He's been troubled lately, lost his wife some time ago, and it's like a piece of him went with her. Some say he's taken to drink, even more than usual. Others whisper he's received a letter from Stradh. I don't know which is worse. The church, Father Lucerian, he tries to keep the faith alive, but it's a hard task in a place like this. Folks are scared, and fear makes them do strange things. Some say the church is withered, just like the rest of Barovia. And then there are the whispers of strange creatures in the woods, beasts, shadows, things that hunt in the fog, travelers who stray from the roads. They just sometimes disappear, or worse, they come back, changed. He looks at you all, his eyes narrowing slightly. You haven't seen anything unusual on your way here, have you?
You should ask that question. We did happen
Just the
to
woman
find
claiming that
few individuals that appeared to turn into wolves. We were attacked by them.
You're going to tell me you were attacked by werewolves?
By wolves.
Well,
There's also the little wisp thing that tried to lure us in.
okay.
Did that come through okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, I'm getting you an answer. Give me a second.
Yeah, I think that when Lego is because we have to keep in mind that Lego has a hard time coming up with stuff on his own. So like he would most likely like those little
Don't give
gaps
away my
from
secrets.
typing into the
Will.
the-
Wisp.
What are you talking about? He comes up with all this on the spot perfectly immediately. What do you mean?
Fly.
On the fly, sure. So Eric's eyebrows shoot up, his eyes widening for a fraction of a second before returning to their usual world-weary look. He leans forward, his voice dropping to a near whisper. Wolves, eh? That's common enough. They're bolder than usual lately. Hungry, but a will-o-wisp. He shakes his head. That's not so common. Not at all. Will-o-wisps are tricksters, leading folks astray, luring them into the bog, to their doom. But to see one, and one that transformed, that's disturbing.
Transform?
Well, because you saw a man at a campfire, and then he went poof and transformed into a will-o-wisp.
Oh,
and then
I forgot
darted.
about that part.
Yeah. He drums his fingers on the bar, a frown creasing his forehead. Did you go good look at him? At this man before he changed? He paused, waiting for your answer. What did he look like? He seemed particularly interested in these details. And where in the woods did this happen? Near the Jesus, this word. Salvage roads? Closer to the castle? Or somewhere else? He leans even closer. His breath is smelling faintly of hops and something vaguely metallic. Hold on. I need to go check if you guys don't even have a map. I would say don't buy a map from the dude across the street. Shit's too expensive. Were you even near the... Hold on. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck this road is.
So weren't we somewhere to the east of this town?
You were east of
that
the
happened?
town, yeah. You were east of the town.
So Father Marius is going to tell him in a pretty serious voice that we were probably a day's march east of the town that we're in now.
I would say it was an hour's march. It wasn't a day. You did not nearly travel.
Hour's march. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you say the Burgermeister lost his wife? Who is the Burgermeister?
Burgomaster?
Mhm.
Hold on. So a burgomaster is the mayor of a Dutch, Flemish, German, or Austrian or Swiss town. That's what a burgomaster
I got that part. I want to know what his name is.
Oh, I'm not going to pronounce it again because God help me, it's almost chaotic
Just spell it.
It's I'll just DM it to you because be easier.
Say, DM it to me. I want to know how it's pronounced.
I'm going to put it in general chat for you all. Let me find out where my text box is. It's here. Let me refresh this. Because, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. So I'll put it in general for you guys, so you can read it. So there it is in general.
Like to say to him, kind of like throughout the conversation. So we spoke to a woman near the entrance of this town. Looks like a grieving mother. She spoke of a man with eyes like burning coal.
By the way,
I think.
the way that is pronounced, or the way that it's said, I think, in the way that I've immediately deciphered it, I think it may be Burgomaster, Kloyan Indrovich.
That's what I assumed it was. Kloyan, that.
There's an L in there, Coilen.
Yeah, okay. Why did he have to give him such a hard name? This isn't even like
Indrovich.
Yes,
Kloyan Indrovich.
Heulen in der Witch.
It's not.
It's
It's
good
not. It's
German
not in.
accent.
You don't say it in. It's. Well, it kind of is. Indrovich.
Indrovich. I like it. Indrovich.
Wait, is it Clearman than Boldish? Wait, no,
Well,
I'm correct.
Indrovich.
I'm not gonna try.
Indrovich, I believe, is how it's probably pronounced. It's like
I'm
in
gonna give up.
and then Drovich, like the I is silent.
All right,
Yes.
It sounds
Clan.
almost Russian.
I know.
It sounds almost Russian, which is kind of weird.
Wait,
So,
Barovia kind
you
of based
also
on Russia, but kind of like how the Dundalin Empire, like my game is kind of based on Germany.
Indrovich.
Like, does it have some influences?
It's the influences of the Curse of Strahd are Eastern European in nature. So you're thinking
Oh.
towns like Romania, Bulgaria, those kinds of places.
Where vampires live.
Yeah, in theory. Yeah, you might be right. Well, actually, no. You do know what a vampire. You've heard that someone talk about a vampire, the barkeep.
I meant in real life.
Yeah, in real life as well.
Eric.
Romania, that's where the vampires live.
Eric. Can you
Wait, I
tell me
thought
the
they lived
name
in
of the father?
Castlevania.
Am I on mute?
What?
No, we hear you. What are you
No,
saying?
I can hear you.
Eric, what is the name of the father that you
Father
mentioned?
Lucerian. Luciani. Lucian.
Lucian.
Lucerne?
Lucian.
Wait, there's a priest?
Yes.
Well, there's
Apparently.
apparently some sort of churchman.
Of what faith?
So after asking these questions, Eric's listens intensely. His face and mask goes on. An hour outside of town to the east, that puts you near the old Miller Road, doesn't it? That one.
Say what?
He's telling you that since the events of what happened are east, that puts you near the old Miller Road, which is that direction. I'm just gonna double check that. Yeah. Old Miller Road. That one, the one that winds through the woods, and the woman, Mad Mary, they call her, always muttering to herself. I've seen her myself. She's lost her mind, that's for sure. Lost her daughter Gertrude a few years back. The girl drowned in the mist ever since. Mary's been not quite right, but a man with eyes like burning coal, that's new. I haven't heard anything about that. He falls silent for a moment, his eyes wandering around the tavern, seemingly lost in thought. He turns back to you. Listen, I don't know what's going on here. Barovia is a strange place, full of shadows and whispers. But if you're looking for answers, you might want to start with the man in the corner, and you'll just her off to the corner. Just be careful. Just be careful.
Who is the man in the corner?
The man in the corner. Okay, let me go grab a description of the man in the corner.
You know his name?
Yeah. I have to go grab it though really quick. His name is Open. So he's not really sitting. So in the corner stands this man. He's shifting his weight from foot to foot. A nervous habit, maybe, he seems to have. He runs a hand through his thick, dark hair, his brow furrowed with worry. He avoids direct eye contact at first, glancing around the room or wherever he perceives himself to be, before finally meeting your gaze, because you're staring at him, I assume. Are you looking his direction? Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
before,
Actually, I'm looking at the barkeep trying to get information.
well, he said that if you probably want more information, because he's probably out of information, if you want more, you should go talk with the man in the corner. Because
Does the barkeep know the man in the corner?
Yeah, the barkeep, he knows his name. Are you asking for his name?
Yes.
His name is Ismark, and fuck, and whatever the hell the last name is. That last name's going to kill me. I swear. I'm just going to call him Ismark. That's it. Leaving it at that.
I was gonna say chuck it in general again, and I may be able to get you.
Nope, we're just going to leave it at that. We're going to call him Ismark.
Name
So
is
yeah.
You know, I relate to that. You know, like it's D&D names are hard. No, let's see.
Hold on. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I know NPC names are hard. Oh, wait. That's so confusing. Oh, hold on. So, I mispositioned this name. It's actually this way. It was just written backwards in the book. Actually, it's this way. It's...
Oh, first
The-
name Indrovich.
Yeah. Kloyan is the last name. Which is really... okay. Why are there so many... Hold on. I need to go look at the book really quick because now my head is hurting from all of these. So your name is spelled like that. I dislike sometimes the program I use because then it gives me 3 different last names. Except the name. Did it fuck up the last name? It did. Oops. Okay, I have it. I fixed it. You guys ask for him, and there you go. So his name is Ismark Kloyan. Kloyana. Kolyana.
That's still the Burgermeister.
Yeah, that. But this dude's name is Ismark Kloyana. Is his name.
Oh, okay.
And there
this
seems
is
to be
a
some
name of the full
relationship
name.
between him and the Burgermeister, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. So yeah.
Burgermeister.
So I assume. So do you now look his direction? I assume so.
I'm gonna ask the barkeep if he drinks beer.
I mean,
I
I don't.
am looking in the
I would say yeah. Yeah, he would.
looking in.
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
slide. Go ahead.
direction.
I'm gonna slide another silver across the counter and ask for another beer, just the same as I have in my hand.
Okay. And I assume you take these and go to Ismark.
Well, actually, I was gonna let whoever I stepped on speaking say what he was gonna say because he's looking over there.
Okay. So. What is the fucking name again? I'm not trying to remember. So
Ismark.
I know that one. Alarian, you're looking his direction?
Silverwing.
Did we kill him?
He's dead.
Oh no.
He was so
Silverwing,
young.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it wasn't.
I don't think
Are you
it's your
there?
fault. I think he just Discord died or something.
He was so young.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
Silverwing, your turn.
I lost focus. I'm listening of music in my background.
So I will just go back to this. So Father Mace, you're walking over to him, right?
Yeah, I'm now focused on the guy, and I'm walking over to his corner with 2 beer mugs, one of my own and one for him.
So he says. So he's very nervous, and he sees you coming his direction. He doesn't necessarily know what to do when you approach him with a glass of ale. Like, doesn't necessarily know how to react.
So Father Marius is gonna like soften his countenance so that he's non-threatening, and put a little bit of a glimmer in the eyes, kind of a friendly wink, hello kind of a thing, without actually winking, because that would be weird. And is there a table nearby? Can I invite him to sit?
Yeah, he's standing next to a table because he's in the corner. Yeah, he's standing next to the table.
So I'm gonna gesture that this mug of beer is for him and invite him to sip without actually saying too much because I don't want to freak him out yet.
Okay. Before we continue with that, Gegs, what are you doing?
He's picking his
I was
pocket.
sitting by the bar, just
Yes.
kind of nursing my drink, right?
Okay.
Just kind of sipping on it. And then when he had that big long story, I kind of tuned back in from tuning out. And now just kind of looking around with the party.
So you're looking around. I will tell you that he's glancing around there. There is one woman that is walking around cleaning things up, and there are two other ladies sitting in the corner in the dark and the other side of the tavern, away from Father Mary's. One a few years older than the other, looking a few years older than the other, and yeah, they're just over in the corner.
Okay. I missed the very last thing y'all said before because I was trying to switch microphones. But
Two women in the dark corner. One of them looks a couple of years older.
Okay, like a different corner from the one with the guy with
on the opposite side. So like
Correct.
Father Marius is on the left-hand
Okay.
side of the room. They're on the right-hand side of the room.
Yeah, why are they important? Are they doing anything? Like why?
They have this air of like the bars have this heavy ominous presence, and they have you can sense like some sort of air of authority from them. Be that what you don't necessarily know.
Okay, I'll note that, and then if it's Father Marion walking over to the other guy, the
Yes.
NPC. Okay. If I see him walk over, I'll probably just go with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my drink too, though. I'm still halfway done with it.
Okay.
So keeping my voice low, I'm going to invite the guy to sit. Is he going to sit and have the beer?
Yeah,
I
he'll
brought?
sit down.
So the barkeep says that your name is Ismark?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And
And Burgermeister is your father?
was.
The Burgermeister was your father?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
It's a long story. He will then say, though, would you, oh, hold on. Who tells, I had to go back to this because I opened up a different tab. Yeah, so he'll say his father passed 3 days ago from events
Very
that
sorry to
happened,
hear that.
from events that have transpired at his mansion, and that he's tried everything, guards, because of events that have transpired at the mansion.
What happened?
Something has kept attacking the mansion. He'll say that something kept attacking the mansion, and every night, and he's tried everything: guards, ward, prayers, but nothing seemed to keep them at bay. Seemed to keep him away for long. Eventually, his father just died from this sheer probably amount of stress. But who to say who knows entirely?
Do you have that letter the barkeep mentioned? A letter from Stradh?
What letter from Stradh? Huh?
Burgermeister Colin Jonovich.
Oh, no, you have that letter.
Has a letter from Stradh.
Yeah, so are you going to
Was that the letter I'm carrying?
Yeah, you have a letter. Hold on, let me go read that letter again because I sent you it. Here it is.
Oh, I have the letter. I thought, how did the barkeep know I have the letter? Pathetic servant. I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land.
I'm
I have not
confused. The barkeep doesn't know you have the letter.
Okay, so you said when I was talking to the barkeep
Yeah.
that the Burgermeister would be someone of interest by the name of Adranovich Kurin, who had just lost his wife and has a letter from Strahd.
I'm gonna go back to read that really quick. I don't think I said that, but I'm gonna go reread. Hold on.
I don't know what's happening
Okay.
anymore.
I don't know what's happening anymore either. I have to go reread past
Neither do
notes. Let's
I.
see. Because you asked for rumors.
No idea what's going
Oh
on.
no no no! So what he said is that the barkeep stated that that's after he lost his wife. Some say he's taking more to drinking, while others rumor that he's received letters from Strahd. So rumor, it's whispers, it's rumors. They can't confirm. They don't know this, but those are the whispers around the town. They've received letters from Strahd.
That's what I'm asking Ismark, if he knows anything about this rumor of letters from Strahd that his father might have.
Okay.
Did we have one of these letters?
The letter you have isn't necessarily addressed to the burgomaster.
Yeah,
So-
keep
okay.
the letter that I have out of it. I'm trying to chase the rumor of the letters that the Burgermaster might have.
Okay, yeah, I was confused there. Sorry.
Sorry. He'll not know. He'll say that he does not know of such a letter or such of letters, such of these letters.
Okay. And I'm going to ask him, do you have plans of going back to the mansion?
He'll say if I would like to, if you'd be willing to help my sister.
Is your sister still at the mansion?
She is, and she's in danger. She is in danger again, and I fear this time it may be worse.
Do we have your permission to go to the mansion and check?
So he's wanting to go back to the mansion. So if you say yeah, we'll go to the mansion, then he'll probably
He
follow.
wants to come with us.
He wants help with the mansion, is what he's saying. Yeah.
Okay.
And he also say I've tried everything. So continue. Oh yeah, keep going. Sorry. You're not going to ask any more questions besides, oh, he needs help with the mansion. We're going to the mansion. No more questions.
Oh, well, I was going to give somebody else. Somebody else came over to the table with me. Was it at the Silverwing?
There's
Me?
gags.
X. Hello.
Gags.
It's I'm here. What's up?
Giving you the opportunity to put in your 2 cents if you have anything you want to ask this young man.
What are we getting out of helping him?
What's in it for us?
Is that really what you're asking?
Not him, but let me ask out of character first. Has he mentioned giving us anything?
Not at all.
Directly. But
Okay. Do we kind of need an in? If we're kind of in a foreign territory, we kind of maybe
state that it probably
need a friend.
Well, it's probably implied there
Ismark.
probably will be some sort of reward, especially since he is the son of the mayor. Is the son of the former mayor, so there probably is some sort of reward.
Okay, yeah. So a powerful friend
Okay.
might be reward in itself, though. So
Yeah, a powerful figure like
will-
that of this town could be a friend in its own right, and could be a useful ally at times. You do
yeah.
not
So
know.
if Father Marius looks at Gags, get his opinion. Gags will just shrug, be like, I don't know, sounds fine to me.
So Father Marius is going to lean in a little closer to Ismark and very quietly say, and actually I'm hoping that my voice is not carrying to the other 2 women in the corner. And I'm going to ask Ismark, do you know those 2 women sitting over there in the corner?
He'll look over and say, yes, in fact, I know all 3 women, as there are 3 women. One is on the other side of the room. She's walking around. And he'll state that those...
Cleaning.
Say again? Yeah, cleaning. Correct,
The one
cleaning.
is cleaning.
Yeah, one is cleaning, 2 are in the corner. He'll state that those 3 women, in fact, are all sisters and that they own this establishment.
Oh,
Oh.
all right then.
Uh-huh.
Less suspicious now.
Yeah. Is that it?
What do you know about them?
Oh, what does he know? He doesn't know much about them. In truth, they keep to they're rather secluded figures. They keep to themselves most of the time. So you can't really say.
I want to ask Ismark about at what points in time has the mansion come under attack? Is it always at night?
For the last, it was always at night for the past week or so, and then it stopped after his father passed.
And it stopped.
But he's concerned for his sister just
Who's still there?
because it could happen again, or is it?
Are you
Like,
going?
is there is?
Is this a question you ask?
Yeah, I'll phrase it a little differently.
Yeah, you're going to ask him
I'll be
like, what
like,
type of danger is she truly in? Like,
yeah, I
he
was like,
said
if
she's
it
in
stopped
danger.
after your, let me change mics. If it stopped after your dad died, then why is your sister in any danger? Is it like, do you have any evidence that she's also in danger, or is it just a hunch?
But he'll say that she's in danger again, and I fear this time may be worse. Strahd has his eye on her, always has. He desires her, and his desire, they are not easily denied. I've tried everything: guards, ward, prayer. Nothing seems to keep him away for long. He is a force of nature, a shadow that stalks the land. And Irene, she is like a moth to his flame, beautiful, innocent, utterly vulnerable. I would give anything to keep her safe and to see her free of his grasp. But
Okay, I understand now. She's
Okay.
been the target. The dad was just trying to keep her
Protect her.
safe and got like in the way and was probably disposed of or something like that.
he'll also
So
say,
Lego.
yeah,
The dad wasn't the
Wait.
original target.
Wait, Lego, you said 3 things that they've tried: guards, wards, and what was the third thing?
prayers.
Prayers.
Uh-huh. He'll finish, the statement he'll finish is, I would give anything to see her safe, to see her free from his grasp. But I am just one man, a simple burgomaster's son. I'm not a warrior. I'm not a sorcerer. I am at my wit's end. He looks up at you with
So-
his eyes pleading. There's a flicker of hope there, mixed with despair.
So listen to me very carefully, Ismark. I need you to tell me everything you know about this Strahd who wants your sister.
Okay. My keyboard keeps turning off.
I'm back. I was doing dishes. What did I miss?
Everything.
We talked to the bartender, got a good amount of information. He said if we wanted any more information, we talked to the guy in the corner. He's like the burgomaster's son, and he's giving us a quest.
Nice.
That we're agreeing to so far. Me and Mary are the ones talking to him. So
Okay.
No, not. I hate autocorrect. Holy shit.
yeah, now we ask him about Strahd. He mentioned Strahd. We're like, all right, because like Strahd keeps he's like trying to steal his sister. So we're like, who is this man? Why is he? Is he an ancient vampire lord or something? I don't know.
So Ismark lets out a shaky. So after you ask him to give more information about the Strahd person, Ismark lets out a shaky breath at the mere mention of Strahd's name. The mention of Strahd's name brings chills to the air. He looks around nervously, as if Strahd himself might be listening. He begins to speak, his voice low and hesitant at first, then gaining a little strength as he goes on, though the fear never fully leaves. Strahd von Zarevich, he is the master of Brovia, an ancient lord of this cursed land. He has ruled here for longer than any living person can remember. Generations have come and gone, but Strahd he remains. Unchanging, unaging, a dark shadow that hangs over us. They say he was once a great warrior, a powerful leader, but something happened. Something twisted him, corrupted him, and now he is something else. Something inhuman. A vampire? A creature of the night? He dwells in the castle Ravenloft, high above the village. a brooding gothic monstrosity that mirrors his own dark soul. It looms over us like a constant reminder of his power. And his influence, it's everywhere. The wolves in the wood, the mist that clings to the valley, the very air we breathe, all seem to whisper his name. He commands not just the beasts, but the land, beasts on the land, but also the very land itself. Crops fail, livestock sickens, and the joy has been leached from our lives, all because of him. Alright, I'll keep going if you don't interrupt. No one's interrupting?
I mean, I don't
no,
think I would
it's-
interrupt, but I don't
Okay,
Sure.
okay,
you
just
necessarily need
thinking.
to keep going.
So-
But
He is charming in a way, or he can be. He can choose to be. He can be an eloquent man, eloquent, even seductive, but it's a mask. Beneath the veneer of civility lies a cold, cruel heart. He toys with us, with our hopes and fears. He sees us as cattle, playthings. And Irene, he swallows hard, his voice catching in his throat. Irene, she is his latest object of his obsession. He believes she is different, special, reincarnation of someone he loved long ago. It is said that Tatian, he craves her. He stalks her. Will not rest until he has her. No one knows his true power. He is ancient, has command over dark magic, necromancy, and the very shadows themselves. He can summon creatures of the night and command the elements, and even bend the will of others to his own. He's terrifying, and I fear that against him we're all but insects. And that is all I know, or I dare to speak of. He has eyes everywhere. Even the walls have ears and brother. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you do. For Strahd, he's always watching.
Gags is
Well,
infatuated with this description. He's got-
And he's always watching?
Alarian, Alarian, upon hearing this, rushes over to the rest of the party and stands stands in between Father Marius and Gags.
Are you legitimately running over there?
Well,
Or are you like...
did you hear any? Were you even able to
Quick
hear any of this?
walk.
'Cause
I
he's
don't think
whispering
you-
it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was whispering very quiet. So I don't think you would hear any of this. Also, I would point out that if you were moving at a quick speed, it's going to sound like pots and pans clanging as you're in plate armor.
well, quick.
Bro's jumpy, so bro's gonna split.
Well, quick walk. Well, okay. Well, yeah, just quick walk over.
Okay, you're going to walk over. Okay.
Okay, now without metagaming, do we as characters in the game know what vampires are or how to fight them?
No.
I mean, you could roll a history check. Roll a history check. For all that want to figure out if they know what a vampire is, roll a history check. Okay.
I
6. Come on, somebody do better than me.
Well, I got a
I got
15.
22.
22. Okay. So,
This is kind of my expertise, so like.
yeah. What the hell did you roll, Canadian?
It
19.
was good, whatever it was.
Oh, it's private. You privated it. Hold on. Oh, I could see. That's an N. I could see it. You roll. Hold on. I got it. There we go.
I heard history, so I don't know.
Okay, so so Alarian and Father Marius will know about the same. They know their knowledge is super limited. Father Marius knows a little bit more because he's a cleric. He knows that vampires don't necessarily Alarian. They don't necessarily like sunlight too much, but that seems to be about it. Gags and Alistair, you'll know that the vampires are, especially Alistair knows, because of his higher history roll, vampires are very elusive creatures. But there are caveats to vampires. They can be easily harmed with things like holy water or a stake. Drowning water is how you kill them, or burning their coffin. But you also, Alistair would know this. Alistair, you would know that the vampires have one weakness, one very important weakness, and that, which is they cannot enter a building unless they have permission to enter said building. So, if never given permission, they cannot enter that building.
So wait, hold on a second. So if a vampire is following us and we go enter a building, yes, can I come in? And we say no, he just can't do anything.
Well,
Outside
here's
of
like the
character?
thing, though. Here's the
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, outside of character. Like
Technically, yes. Though, vampires are charming and elusive creatures, so.
And outside character also. Would Alistair know that vampires can mess with your mind?
Yes, you would know that vampires are very charming creatures and can easily shit, and they're also, in a way, they can also change forms
Well, I can
in
do
a way.
that too.
Huh?
No, so you said can easily, and then you said shit.
Yeah, but no, Alistair would know that they are very charming creatures. They can easily manipulate pretty much anyone into doing their bidding, even without them realizing it.
um. So okay, I know. Wait. So I heard them talking, and they were saying, "Oh, Stradh is a vampire." I'm just realizing what's the context of this conversation.
Well,
They're talking to this guy. He says Stradh is a vampire. I'm like a supernatural nerd, so I know that this information.
to be exact, what he said is what is his name? Oh fuck, the hell is this dude's name again? Ismark. Ismark stated that Strahd is something inhuman, perhaps a vampire, or a creature, or a different creature of the night. He does not know. He stated that he's very likely could be a vampire. And from your deduction, if Strahd has lived for centuries, according to Ismark, or generations, it is very likely and easily deducible that Strahd is probably a vampire. More than likely. Just by the sheer, like, elves can live a long time, but elves, as they age, you would know that you can visibly see them, like, age. But for someone to remain unchanged for generations, it's really only one creature that can do such a fantastic feat like that.
I will go to a group and I'll say vampire. Huh. Yes, I know such creatures.
Also, yeah, keep going, sorry.
I know such creatures. It's quite terrifying that this place is ruled by one.
Mm-hmm.
But they have so many weaknesses. Why has nobody taken him down? And he can see us all the time.
So, I will point out, and I think I misled Father Marius in this. Father Marius, earlier in the session, asked what time of day it was, and I said it was midday. And whilst that is true, what I forgot to mention is, like, while it is midday, you can obviously see the sun is in the middle of the sky at the time, it is, like, almost permanently night. It's very overcast entirely. Like, even though the sun is out, it does not look like the sun is out right now. It looks like it's way darker than it should be. So something is
during the solar eclipse.
Basically, yeah, like a basic, not like to the pitch black of a solar eclipse, but it's basically like that in this area. It's very dark, and so you could best estimate that with these weird conditions of this area, that realistically, that a vampire like Strahd, or really any vampire, could be roaming freely and not be affected by sunlight, because there practically is none.
Yeah, we're screwed. Let's just discount. I'm kidding now.
Strahd has ears everywhere. Good luck.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wait, I have this shield of radiance. I'll bet you donuts to dollars. And if I let this thing shine, it's gonna affect that vampire.
Well, you would know because you're a cleric, Father Marius, that holy water tends to not be a good thing for vampires. They tend to
I
not
know
like,
that. And
like
I've
it.
already been calculating how much holy water we can manufacture in a short period of time.
I have you killed him, Father. You killed Stradh.
I
I'm
couldn't hear
joking.
you, Brad.
I was just saying that you killed Strahd when Lego started
Are you
coughing.
calling Lego Strahd?
Hey, I can be
Yeah, Lego
I can
Strahd.
be a cruel, evil person at times. Don't doubt me.
No, yeah, Lego Strahd. I think that's your DM. Yeah, that's your DM name now. What was I going to say? I have some holy water, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. I know from my what's the word for it? Not arcane esoteric studies that vampires tend to be quite powerful creatures. Like, if this is a true vampire, like, we don't stand a chance type of powerful creature.
Especially for how long apparently Strahd has been alive for, like generations is what Ismark said. So,
I'm
finding.
going to ask.
Keep going. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was about to say. So finding allies is probably something you might want to try and consider. But who knows?
And so I'm getting ready to march down that path right now. If Strahd has eyes watching from everywhere, I'd like to move this conversation to a private room. And then I want to find out if those 3 women in the corner who own this bar are friendly to Strahd or enemies to Strahd, along with the bar.
Marius,
Yes,
Strahd
Father
has
Marius,
eyes
but I
everywhere.
do have a question.
Everywhere. Meaning that even in private, you'd still probably know.
But I do have a question. Well, it depends on the nature of the enchantment. It could be that all the animals are his eyes and ears. I still think there is value in privacy. With that said,
But what value there is?
because we do not know. I doubt that he's crying on everybody. I doubt that he's omnipresent, if that's the word, or else anybody who spoke his name would most likely be dead.
Okay, so how do we check the loyalty of the barkeep and the 3 women in the bar?
I am quite skilled at reading people. And I'm sure you as well, Father Marius. I do.
That was Starpost.
I do have a question though.
Asked.
Father Marius, my friend. Why do we care? We came here for this necromancer guy. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. Lego.
I'd have to go dig it up. That's gonna take me a second. I'll go dig it up.
I'm gonna call him necromancer guy for a second.
Yeah,
we came here for the man that wronged me. Maybe we should let me go ask this gentleman.
Why is
you know his name?
What the fuck? Why is this Gags? Oh shit.
Hello, that's me.
I just pulled up. I thought I pulled up Alistar's backstory, and it's just Gags, and I went, "That's not right." I fucked up somewhere, and I have to go dig it up.
So, I did witness a creature of the night who fell upon a village.
Yeah, so all your guys' I add a character. I will say that all you guys do have some sort of primeval enemy that you're going after. I will note this for all of you.
Primeval? Wait, I'm gonna read about backstory. I thought it was Knowles.
Yours might be Knowles. Others have other
Okay,
demons.
I thought you were saying all were primeval. I was like, why are Knowles primeval? Wait a minute.
Hey,
so Beatrix Meldrum.
So So, Father
Dietrich
Marius,
Meldrum is the person who Alistar is been wronged by.
What level are we? Oh, we're level 6. That's right.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I was like, I'm level 3, brother.
So
I mean, I meant to say that.
Beatrix Meldrum has wronged Alistar in a grave way,
Okay.
to the point that he took Alistar's life, and it was everything that the clerics could do to save Alistar
Father
from
Marius,
death.
I'd rather you not share such a personal thing.
I think where this is out of character, not in character. I will note.
Well, you brought it up. You said we were here to get somebody.
I was reading my
yeah.
my backstory, so I didn't even listen. So
Don't
we
worry.
could
okay.
pretend I didn't even
No.
hear it then. I literally didn't hear it.
We'll just retcon it out. Don't worry. It's all poof. Retconned.
No. I know we're looking for this man. I'd rather you not inform our compatriots of something so personal. Yeah.
I will tell you that if you want somewhere private, the mansion, probably a good place to start. I'm gonna
Yeah,
lie.
this guy owns a house.
I'm good with it.
But I'm just thinking, like, do we think that this man that we're here for and the creature that also wronged you, do we know that they're in this place? Do we think that they're affiliated with Strahd?
There's no way. We have to keep going down this path with the Strahd in order to figure out anything along those lines.
All right. Let me ask the man we're talking to. Actually, I talked to the guy whose name I forgot.
Is Mark?
In front, Mark. I talked to Mark, and if I seem, by the way, out of character, if I seem a little lost, I don't know why today I felt very delirious. Is that the word for it?
Yeah, I
Very
think so. I think that might be the right.
very foggy headed. But what Alistair would say is have you heard of what was the name? Father Marius?
I think
The person's name is Beatrix Meldrum.
Have you heard of this man?
Ismark will say that while he has not heard of this man in passing through the town. So that does not mean he may be here. For Stradh does like to recruit very powerful friends.
That's fair. And question. Are there other vampires in here as well?
In the town?
I mean in this in Barovia.
He does not necessarily know, but it is very likely that there are other vampires in Barovia.
Yeah, well, we know that vampires usually make more vampires.
Yeah.
I would know this, yes.
Yeah.
Vampires can just make more vampires by biting. Yeah.
I'm asking. No, here's like the thing that I'm thinking like out of character. Never mind. I'm gonna drop that. So what are we gonna do?
I would like to go to the Burgermeister's mansion. I feel like Burgermeister's mansion has already been compromised, and that will not be a barrier of any kind to Strahd because he's already been tormenting it. He must have been invited in at some time. I do not know the ritual to cast out that invitation so that the vampire cannot enter once it's been put out there?
I know the spell you'd be looking for is a fifth level spell called Hallowed. No. Yes.
Okay.
It's called Hallowed. It makes the ground holy. It prevents any evil entity from entering such an area. It is a very powerful spell.
Yeah, so to that extent, I'd like to touch bases with this Father Lucian and find out if he has anything in his pockets that can reprotect, just like Lego said.
Okay, so are you going to go to the Burgo, whatever the hell, house first, or?
I vote for going to
temple.
Father Lucian first.
Yeah, let's go to the temple.
Okay.
By the way, I have some holy water.
What time is it right now?
Silver Ring, how do you feel? Eggs?
I'm good either way.
Silver
I think
Ring?
maybe going to the mansion might be a better idea plot wise, but I'm not gonna say
Hey,
anything.
you'll find out eventually.
Yeah, it would make more sense for me to go
With-
to the mansion, but Gags doesn't really care, so he's not gonna voice that opinion. But I will voice that opinion.
Okay, well, we'll come to a decision some other point. I'm going to end it off here because we have hit the 2-hour mark. So
Yippee!
I will end it here for now. So yeah.
All right.